Hello, I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney. I'm answering publicly posted questions on avo.com, getting folks the answers they need from an employment attorney. I've got a cold, so I sound funny. Here's our question from Portland, Oregon. Do I have grounds to file a claim if my employer fired me without warning? I was fired by Intel Corporation almost 2 years ago, so I don't know if too much time has passed to pursue a claim, or if I even have one. If not, then here's the situation. I was fired for a behavior issue that I was never told about and wasn't given an opportunity to correct. Typically at Intel, you're coached and put on a corrective action plan and given time to correct whatever the issue is. I was interviewed by HR and asked a bunch of questions about a complaint another employee had made. The complaint was full of half-truths that were twisted to make me look like I had said things I hadn't said. Ultimately, I was taken into a conference room. They read a letter to me and told me I was fired for these behavior issues I'd never even been told about. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm not admitted in Portland or in Oregon, for that matter. In Oregon, right? I'm a New York-based attorney, so these are generalities that you should take to speak to a local attorney about. Generally speaking, unless you have a contract or a collective bargaining agreement that states otherwise, most jurisdictions do not require step discipline. Yours may. I don't know, and if I did know, I wouldn't be allowed to tell you. However, generally speaking, even companies that almost always do step discipline may not have to. They may not be required to, and they will not do step discipline if they think something is concerning enough in terms of behavior. Is that fair to you? No, not necessarily, right? I mean, it could be that you are completely innocent here, and I'm going to take you at your word that this complaint was full of half truths and really was very misleading. But here's what I'll say: it's not going to be on the employer that they made this mistake, right? If they believe the half truths because somebody said it to them, and they fired you as a result, and they thought it was concerning enough that they didn't give you a performance improvement plan or a corrective action plan, generally speaking, they're going to be allowed to make that mistake. Just is what most jurisdictions do. You should check with a local attorney to see what your rights are, because Oregon is a different jurisdiction, and it is, in many ways, wildly liberal, right? So they could have laws granting you a requirement for step discipline. And the only person who can answer that for you, besides Google, would be, I think, a much more reliable source, a local employment attorney, who I think would be happy to speak with you free of charge, right? In most of the country, employment attorneys will do a free consultation because we get into this business, I think, first and foremost, to help people. So I would hope that a local employment attorney in Oregon would do the same for you. And let me say, I'm sorry to hear about your job. I'm sorry about this. I can tell it's kind of still bugging you because it's been 2 years. And I get that. I do. Good luck to you in your future endeavors, though. If you do have follow-up questions for me, I will follow the comments on the video. Not on Avo, not on Avo Messenger, but on the video. If this was helpful to you, consider liking and subscribing. It does help me to help more people just like you.